Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Teesha, and today's video we're going to go over my top 20 everything favorites. These are a few of my favorite things. So this is beauty, this is skincare, this is hair care, this is candles, lots of Bath and Body Works different body care items, and even so these 20 items are my absolute favorite items I tried for the year. Now, I know I've showed a couple of other top 20 favorite videos, candles, body care scents, but as I was putting it all away, starting to do collection videos, a few decluttering videos, I was starting to think like, what would I only keep if I could keep 20 things? Like if I had to run in here and grab a basket, this would be all the things I'd want to be in that basket. Obviously all of the stuff's replaceable, but that really means that there's a reason why I like each and every one of these items. If I were able to keep 20 candles, it's harder, but at the same time it's easier because I get to keep more. But so I just want to jump in and say, like, thank you all for watching all the content I've been putting out this month. It really means a lot. Some of these videos can be repetitive. I'm really going to try to do this one in a different way. And of course, I'd love to hear from you guys. What are your favorite, very, very favorite, it doesn't have to be anything related to Bath and Body Works, but just favorite things of the year, things that really stick out to you. And what would you like to see next year? I do have a lot to bring in January, just some different ideas and things, but I would love to hear from you guys. What would you like to see? Of course, there'll always be Bath and Body Works hauls, but it can't always be a Bath and Body Works haul. So I would love to hear from you all. If you guys would like to do some community collabs in the comments, I could definitely put some videos together, some ideas on that, on like a project Use It Up for all of us to do together, or just let me know down below. Like I said, this is a channel for me to create, but for y'all to watch, and I wouldn't be able to make this channel without you guys watching. So what would you like to see? Like I said, I'm gonna always probably incorporate those hauls, but what else could we do together here in this space? So let's get into it. This is going to be beauty, fragrance, and just a few skincare, makeup type of things. Lots of Bath and Body Works, just like what kind of topped my list. So we're going to jump in. And I think I have a reason why for each one. So of course this is going to be a long one. So grab yourself a snack or a drink or both. So number 20 is going to go to this candle. This is Blackberry Creme frosting, or cream, but it's got the fancy little thing over the E, so I think it's creme. Fresh blackberry, sweet vanilla, topped with bubbly Prosecco. Now, the reason this one comes in on my favorites is because I think this scent has dethroned my very, very favorite champagne toast. Now, I will always have a special place in my heart for champagne toast. I know we're all over it. They've been putting it out for years, but for good reason. It's very universally friendly scent. It fits a lot of profiles of things people like, and it's just one of those things you can't get too crazy with. You could spray half a bottle on yourself and still smell good. It's kind of magic. But I would love to have this in body care. This is like just a more modern version, I think. The notes are fresh blackberry, sweet vanilla, topped with bubbly Prosecco. And I think this is just a more grown-up version of champagne toast. So if champagne toast was your party girl scent in your 20s, this is your 30s scent. And I would love to see this come out in body care. And I just have this really good feeling we might see this at some point in the year in body care. I think it would smell amazing. The next item is going to be my first body care item for Bath and Body Works, and that's going to go to Magnolia Charm. Now, I have really loved, and I shared a video with all my top 20 scents. I'll try to link it or link it down below. And Magnolia Charm was on the list, but it wasn't that high that you would think it'd make it onto this list, but for good reason. This is my first memory of the year of loving a fresh scent. I love this almost over everything that came out this spring. I wore the heck out of it. I went through a bottle. You can go back through empties and find that I used up a whole set of this, bought a backup set, bought another set because I thought it was going to go away forever when it was online exclusive, came in stores, and everyone's like, it's going away. I bought backup. So I have all that I can need, but I still almost think to buy more because when they put it out and they say like, this is going away, I really like this scent. This has notes of dewy pear blossom, blooming magnolia, and fresh cedar. And I remember I was just skipping this. Like it came out and everybody was talking about it. And I was like, no, it's not for me. It's floral. It's cedar. No. But Tina Marie, who sells us all a lot of stuff, right? She was talking about the way that this reacted with her chemistry. When she did her review, I ordered it. I was like, you know what? They have a great return policy, and I've never looked back. I love this scent, but this was the first scent of the year that really was like fresh floral. And I was like, maybe my scent profile is changing a little bit because I was always just fruity scented girl. In fact, I always thought I'm going to age out of what I like. Like I'm going to be too old to be rocking the things I like, but that's not true. But Magnolia Charm was a standout scent for me this year. Okay, so next is a makeup product. And it goes to this. This was one of those TikTok products. TikTok made me buy it things. I think I made a video called TikTok made me buy it. And this is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation in a powder. This powder is amazing. It really goes on like a cream foundation, but it feels like nothing on your skin. As you can see, I've made my little dip in this. I'm wearing this a lot in videos. My chin and over here has some texture that I just don't feel very comfortable doing a bare face. Now, y'all are so sweet that like, I really don't worry about it. If I do come on here barefaced, no one says anything, but it is one of those things. And this is giving me a little bit more confidence. It's so easy to use in its drugstore. I've heard it compared to the Fenty powder, which I never did get to try, but a lot of reviewers said this was just like it and a half or a fraction of the price maybe. So this is one of those things that made TikTok made sell out everywhere. You couldn't find it. I got mine on Amazon, which I never order makeup on Amazon, but it was like the only place you could find it for a while. And now I think it's in more supply. So if you can find this and you haven't tried it and those things sound like concerns you have, I don't think you can go wrong with this product. It was viral for a reason. It's really, really good. So here's a little close-up of the front. And next is another candle from a different company. This is going to be the only candle that made my list from Goose Creek, Caramel Apple Lane. And I'm so glad that my friend here, it's Gabadina, or I say it's Gabadina, it's just Gabadina's her channel, Gabby. She recommended this candle. She was getting a bunch of Goose Creek. I took a little break from Goose Creek, but that's a story for another video. And she was talking about this one. It just sounded so perfect. This has notes of crisp apple, caramel, and cinnamon. And the reason I like this is how authentic. It's such a scent memory, like evoking candle for me. When I smell this, I can smell like walking through an apple orchard. I think I told you guys, I had a friend who had an apple orchard, like where we would go on field trips to their house basically. And the orchard was on the back part of their house. And so I got to make like applesauce and apple cider. It was very fun. It was when I was like really young though. And then we moved away. But so, I mean, like I was probably 10 or younger. So like the memories, I don't remember how to make those things, if you know what I'm saying. But I thought it was so much fun. We would climb up in the apple trees and I just loved going on field trips to my friend's house, like on a school bus. But this smelled just like their house. Like her mom would make things for fairs. So she'd make the apple cider and apple sauce. This is like the early 90s, friends. So rules are all different. But she'd make like caramel apples and things, but like when you go outside and the wind was blowing, you could smell like the leaves rustling and the trees and like apples that have been squished on the ground in their little apple farm like warehouse where they were crushing up apples to make all this stuff. It just is really, really authentic. And so this candle, I will say, about the halfway point, gave me some trouble. It wasn't burning correctly. It was dudding out and I had to do a bunch of things to get it to work, and then it corrected itself and then it burnt through. But when it was doing just fine on the burn, and again, that could just been, I cut the wicks wrong or maybe let it go too long. I'm not sure. I'm not saying I'm the perfect candle reviewer, but I remember halfway through my first candle that I burnt, I was like, oh, this one is a little bit of work to do. But once I got it going, it was putting off such a strong throw, such an authentic like apple orchard throw. And it reminded me of Cider Lane, which we didn't get this year. So we should probably get in 2022. But that was my very favorite candle from Goose Creek. And next we're going to talk about another makeup item. There's not a lot, but there were some standout things I used. Okay, so our next product is number 16, and it goes to the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. Now, I had tried Essence mascaras in the past, but never the green one. This is by far my favorite, and this can rival with any high-end mascara that I have tried. Now, here's a little shot of the wand there, and this is one of those mascaras that as it gets opened, it gets better over time. And I'm a real big advocate for changing out mascaras. I've never actually gotten like an eye infection, but like I've just watched a lot of videos. I like weird stuff, guys. And this is so easy to get. And again, I just don't want to ever experience that. So I like have a date on my planner that I throw away my mascara. Every once in a while I go over it by like a week if I don't have something, but I typically have like a bunch of backups. And this one I like because over time it gets better and I don't want to throw it away, but I can for the price. I am a little bit worse about like those $25 high-end mascaras. If I treat myself, I'm like, oh, but it's still good. But I just do not want to risk that. So this is something that I just recommend giving a try. You can get them at Ulta and most drugstores. I like the green one, but there's a purple, there's a pink, there's a blue. Look and see what they kind of are offering. And I just really like the false lash effect. I feel like it does a lot for length and volume. But if you're looking for one or the other, like I said, there's all those different varieties. It's so good for the price. So good. Okay. Next is another hygiene item that I used the heck out of this year, the OGX Coconut Coffee Scrub. I think I've gone through probably 3 or 4 of these. It's just so good. I wouldn't say it's like heavy on the scrub. It's more moisturizing. I could use this every day. So it's not one of those scrubs where I would have to be careful because I have sensitive skin or something. I think apparently these little black beads in here are coffee grounds or something, and like they're supposed to exfoliate. I didn't really get a ton of exfoliation out of this, but the scent is one of those scents in the morning that really wakes me up, and like in the shower, it just spreads throughout the room. And it's like one of those scents too that I really like get more creative with layering. When I'm wearing this in the shower, then I'm like really mindful about what perfume I'm putting on, what lotion. So if you guys would like some more of the fragrance layering combos I've been doing, there's been so many products I've picked up since I've probably done one of those videos, but this is one that you'd see featured quite a bit. Even if it doesn't have coconut or coffee, it has caramel or vanilla. This works so good with it. I'm just kind of making my own Starbucks drink in the shower. You know what I'm saying? But this is really good. This was my favorite. And this was another one of those TikTok made me buy it. It went viral and I couldn't find it anywhere. You couldn't get your hands on this at the beginning of the year. And then now I kind of see it pretty frequently when I go to like Walmart, Target, Walgreens. They have it. But yeah, it was one of those products I could not find forever. It was really frustrating. Okay, so next is another Bath & Body Works body care item. This is my gourmand pick of the year, Raspberry Jam Donut. We got a lot of really good gourmand scents this year. Berry Waffle Cone came out. That was okay. Pumpkin Pecan Waffles was really good, but that's super seasonal to me. Raspberry Jam Donut simply won because this was the first gourmand scent I remember that like, I used to be strictly like gourmand scents were for candles, and my body care was usually fruity, a little bit of fresh, very rarely floral, but like rarely was it gourmand. It would be like Christmas time. Christmas time's when I wear gourmand. Like I was so weird about how specific I was, but this kind of just jump-started the year, and I was really kind of, I don't know if my scent profile changed, but I was looking for gourmand scents. Like it didn't make me feel weird to smell like a donut or a waffle or anything like that. So bring it on, gourmand. Like whatever you got for 2022, I am ready for. This has notes of wild raspberry jam, powdered sugar, and warm fluffy donut. And I'm telling you, this lasts so long on the skin. One of my longest lasting body sprays that I can tell you. I walk outside after work and I can still smell it blowing off my clothes. And a lot of people will, when I'm wearing this, they're like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, Raspberry Jam Donut from Bath & Body Works. Like it's intricate in a way where it mixes with my chemistry and it doesn't give off like I made donuts all morning over at the, we used to call it Casey's, like a Casey's gas station, but wherever they make donuts in your area. This is so nice. And like I said, just unique to my collection. I don't have a lot of scents like, you know, when you have like a sweet, like vanilla, you got a bunch of sweet vanilla scents, or that cotton candy scent. You can get quite a few of those. This is the only thing I have that's like this. We'll see what they bring out in 2022. Okay, the next item, let's see. It's a small one. Here it is. Okay, so I kind of wanted to talk about scrubs for a second. So there's a lot of scrubs. We all love scrubs. I am kind of ritualistic when I do showers. Like I use a pretty, I don't want to say abrasive, but a harsher scrub once a week. Just because my feet get dry. I'm like never wearing socks and shoes. I'm that person. And other things, you know, so I just make sure that I really get in there and scrub with exfoliating mitts on my feet. My hands can, because of where I wear rings, I'll get those little calluses there, elbows, knees. So once a week, I really go in, and I really don't get enough out of scrubs like this one, or even the Bath & Body Works scrubs. They are more moisturizing to me. Those are everyday scrubs. Like you could use them all the time. But Tree Hut scrubs, they're not harsh, but I don't use them every day. But the thing is, I want to be honest. So I love Tree Hut scrubs because of their effectiveness as a scrub, as well as the scent. Either what I find is if they have a lot of fragrance, they're not a very good scrub. And if they have a lot of scrub to them, exfoliation, usually they're almost not fragranced at all. And I mean, there's like a scent there, but it's more like herbal or aromatherapy like. Even if it says like vanilla mint, I'm like, I can barely smell anything. So just the experience overall, I love Tree Hut. But this, I really wish they would kind of almost think about doing like a squeezy tube, or, you know, like I really like the way that, the sugar scrub, like the strawberry pound cake one from this, what made me think of this? The strawberry pound cake scrub from Bath and Body Works, how it's got that more granulated sugar in it than the moisturizing, but it comes in the tube. Because when I get in the shower, so I'm all, you know, I've done my hair, I usually put something on my face, and I've, you know, maybe washed my body and shaved, and now I want to do this. Like I either do it one or the other. Now I got to take this lid off, right? I'm in the shower, and now I got to find somewhere to hold this lid because I just have a stand-up shower. And now I got to dig in here, and I got to use the product, and I don't want to get a bunch of water in here. And then I got to put this lid back on. And it's just one of those things where I love using these, but like I would probably use them more than once a week if it wasn't kind of hard to use. It's not bad, but this one is Sugar Plum Berry, and it smells like a really sugary berry. I just used up the candy cane one from this set. These little sets are perfect. I hope they do it again with different collections, because I could use 1 or 2 of these in a month easily with just my once or twice a week's usage. And then I'm not worrying about like, oh, it's winter. Not that that matters at all. But like I was able to use up the winter ones. Like I've had 2 now, used 2. Now this will be my 3rd one, and this will be gone before probably the middle of January. And now I can just focus on my spring and summer ones. So they should consider doing this with like the packs, you know, because $8.99, this isn't half of the scrub for $4.99, but I really do like these little compact things. They're not as hard to hold. Again, those bigger tubs, even harder to hold when you're trying to use them. But for the most part, we all love our Tree Hut scrubs. I just kind of wish they would try a squeezy tube and see how it would work, because it's not like it's that thick that it wouldn't come out. But I like this for the fragrance and the exfoliation combo. Enough about that. Next is another candle. So, I mean, this probably shouldn't come as a surprise, but Wildberry Jam Donut, I had to include in this for one reason. This was everyone's favorite, right? We loved this one. This was a standout in the Bake Shop collection, and it was a really strong throw, and they haven't rivaled it with their repackaging since. It's not been as strong as this one. But this candle is special to me because this was one of those things I purchased right after Winter Sass, and I was like, man, I kind of want to do YouTube and talk about my favorite products. I wonder, I mean, at that time I was a little more like, there's people doing that. No one needs another person to do it. But you guys have been very welcoming, and I don't feel that way anymore. But when I got this donut candle, this Raspberry Jam donut candle, I was so excited about it. I just decided I'm going to jump on and we're going to talk about candles and body care and stuff. And so more credit goes to my friend Cynthia here, who was like very encouraging. But these products were very exciting to me when I didn't have as much as I have now. When I would get a candle that was so good, I was like, I want to talk about it. It's so good. So the notes are sweet wildberry jam, powdered donut, brown sugar crumble. So this candle, I just kind of think of fondly as like one of the reasons I did really push to start, because I had filmed like a bunch of videos before I actually posted one, just practicing. And I really encourage you, if you're thinking about it, just try it just with your phone or something. Like, don't go buy anything, but just try to like talk to yourself and talk about what you love about something. And it took me practicing a lot to feel comfortable. Not that I'm perfect by any means, but this candle will always remind me of starting my channel, and I'm really glad that I did. And I love the candle too. Okay, so next this is a game changer. I have to talk about it more often. Again, this is more of a Bath and Body Works channel. We talk a lot about candles, and I mean, I sprinkle in the makeup, but when I find a product that's good, I just gotta tell you all about it. Like, I tried this on a whim. It was a part of like one of those Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sales. It's the Peach and Lily Power Calm Hydrating Gel Cleanser. Deep cleanse and soothe. Camellia and chamomile are the notes in here. And when I tell you that this, on the first or second wash, I could tell a difference in my skin. This is really geared towards combo skin, kind of combo oily, I would say. I'm very much combo oily. I can get dry patches, but for the most part, very easily have a sheen and a glow. I can get oily hair. Like, I definitely have combo oily skin and hair. So this is really nice for me because I feel like this really gives my skin like some just glow, like supple, and it's definitely good at keeping the oil at bay, but also giving me like a comfortable amount of shine. So when I use this, I always get like people noticing. They're like, oh, your skin looks great. And I'm like, oh, It's this cleanser. Now, I will tell you, at full price, it's like a $20 cleanser, but it lasted me quite a few months. I'd say pretty 3-4 months. And the thing is, I'd rather pay $20 for something. I mean, it's 2022, something like that. But they have half off price sales for Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. So next time, knowing that I love it, I bought this with points, but knowing that I love this, I would stock up. You can get 2, I think, at that half price point, and I would. Because this is really the only cleanser I really need to use. It's the best one I found so far. Right now I'm trying to kind of go through my collection of ones I have on hand. I've gotten from beauty boxes and things, but I'm just going to stick to purchasing this one. I don't need to purchase other ones unless I really want to try something new. But if you have that kind of skin type, I definitely get hormonal acne around my chin, and just that's where my stress breakouts are. This has been just wonderful for my skin. Super, super good. Okay, next is another candle. I loved candles this year. This candle is just so hyped, and for good reason. This was the Ice Dragon Fruit Tea. This candle came out when we saw the price increase of $25.50, and this is the only one that was new. This is, at the time, like most of the White Barns were repackages at the time. This has notes of tropical dragon fruit, vibrant green tea lemonade, and sweet coconut milk. And when I tell you that the experience of burning this candle is so good, it's just so good. It's one of those things where, like, when I'm thinking of a favorite, this one comes to mind immediately. I, like, have to look around my collection for the other items, but, like, right away I can think of this candle. And it's one of those candles, it's, like, very uplifting, happy, fruity. It makes me happy to use this candle. I really like candles like that. Their candles are a mood, I think. And this one just really does put me in a good mood. So I always have to share that one. It will always be in my favorites, especially products of 2021, because this is one of those candles I was like, yeah, I'll buy 6 of those. We don't need 6 of anything. By the time you get through 2, maybe 3, you're kind of moving on. But this is one I, like, never want to be without. It was so good. They'll repackage this one for sure because it was a favorite. All right, guys. So for number 9, we're going to talk about a perfume that I was loving this year. This is Honey Wildflower. I probably got 4 different perfumes from Bath and Body Works this year, and this one's by far my favorite. This is really nice. It's got like a little honey mixed with like a light floral. It's just very like delicate to me. It's just a delicate scent. It's for anyone, but it's a very nice, clean, fresh, delicate scent. And so I just feel that way when I wear it. Like if I don't feel like I got put together very well and I wear this, I like to smell it and think, okay, that's all right. I'm good. I'm put together very delicately. So this is just really, I just wanted to make sure I talked about it because I had not tried any Bath & Body Works perfumes before this one. And man, I like them. I really like the price point when they're at the SAS sale. I didn't find any this SAS sale, but that's okay. I have the ones I need. I will be on the lookout in the future. But if you do find this one, I think it's worth the half off price, but go ahead and pick it up and just see if it goes down and you'll get your price adjustment. I can't say enough good things about Honey Wildflower. This is really pretty. Actually, I probably should get it back up. Oh wait, we're not doing backup logic anymore, are we? It's a hard habit to break, friends. Okay, next is another like wow product. This is something I would never spend the money on. It's the NARS Creamy Concealer. This little pot is $30. I got it on sale at a Sephora sale of 20% off. And this is in the shade Creme Brulee Light 2.5. And I got this for spots. And you can see I've made a good dent in there. But this is so perfect. Like you just set this on your skin. I put it under my dark under eyes and I let it sit for a minute and then I just pat it out with like a sponge or a brush and it looks so good. Like I've never used anything that made me feel like this does. So it's kind of worth the money, but $30. I'm sad because I'm starting to almost get to the bottom. I can tell like I will be there in the next month or so. I know you can't really tell, but it's way down there. And I don't know how I'm going to feel because I know that I don't want to be without this product. And I would say, you know, get it on sale or a gift card it doesn't hurt as bad if you're like, I didn't pay that $30 out of pocket, but it's pricey for a good reason, I think. It's a really nice skin perfecting. It's soft matte, so it doesn't get oily or shiny. Really nice product. And like I said, I bought that in the spring, so it's lasted me a good 9 months, and I probably use it at least 5 times a week or more, depending on the weeks I take off from wearing makeup. But it's a really, really good one. All right. Here's another scent that just took me by storm this year. I love Fireside Flurries. You guys know I do. This was a winter release, and this has notes of toasted marshmallow, pink lavender, and cashmere woods. This is just like Bonfire Bash meets Cozy Cashmere. I really, really enjoy this one. And it's like just a little bit more like, so Bonfire Bash to me is very fall. This is very winter. It's just like taking it to the next level, like a little icier with the lavender, a little more crystallized. Definitely, I feel like the Bonfire Bash makes you think of fall time and like hoodies and bonfires and s'mores. And this one just makes me think of winter at like a cabin. And it's just so beautiful. It says, slay away the day and nestle up at night in a magical winter wonderland. I just do think of winter when I'm wearing this, but this is so pretty and I've really just been enjoying it. All the body care pieces, love it all. Okay, next is my favorite hair care product of the year. I even used it today. So I took a nap earlier, and when I wake up, these pieces are really big. This can be over here a little big. It's still a little big. But all I have to do is I've been using this all year. Look at that. This product, I thought, is too small for the price. I think it's like 18 bucks. This is the Verb Ghost Oil, Smoothing Moringa Blend and Weightless Hair Oil. All I have to do is put a little bit of this between my fingers and run it through my hair and like kind of just give it a little bit more life back. And it takes away all those crazy areas of frizz. I get very frizzy and it smells amazing. You guys, this I can't say enough good things about. If you just need something, this is it. This is the thing. Like, I don't use a bunch of different hair products. I wash my hair, I let it kind of air dry, but it doesn't lay perfectly. So this really does help. And like I said, this is, if I had to get rid of everything I had, I would probably just grab this and be okay. Shampoo and conditioner, of course, but then I would be okay. All right, the next is another candle. I just don't think you could do a favorites of 2021 without including this in every single one. I could have put this in a makeup favorites video, okay? This is Caramel Brulee Latte. This has notes of creamy latte, sweet caramel, a sprinkle of nutmeg with natural essential oils. You can't find this candle anymore. If you can, buy it. It's so good. They will have to bring this back. This will become like the new whipped coffee or something. This is kind of like a beautiful, I think it's a little bit stronger. And like, it's kind of funny, as the course of the year went on, candles were getting lighter, but this was the coffee candle that came out after whipped coffee. And I feel like it's a little bit stronger to me. But this is like right in the middle. So like, you know, whipped coffee is lighter. Then I feel like this is in the middle with brown sugar latte. And then, you know, you got your Paris Cafe for your serious coffee people at the end. I love them all because I'm a coffee person, but this is so good. So good. And like I said, once we all kind of caught onto it, then it was like, good luck finding it. So of course I had to include that one. And, okay, this is like a cheat. It gives me an extra product, but I couldn't talk about 2021 without talking about pink watermelon. You can get pink watermelon right now at Sass. This isn't your sweet watermelon. This is more like, I've heard someone, might have been Tina Marie, say it's like the rind of a watermelon. It's the juicy part. But I tell you, I love, love, love this body care. Now, this is a cheat because this came out in 2020, but I got it from Macari in 2021. I had got my hands on the Winter Sass. I found one lotion, and I didn't try it till like the spring of 2021. Then I was like, oh, dang. And I just immediately got on Macari. And you guys know I'm not like into that, like paying extra. But I found a really good deal, and I picked some of this up, and I'm super glad I did. This I like to pair with a sweeter scent, and it kind of gives me more of that like sponge, sugar, strawberry mixed with watermelon. So I kind of make my own like watermelon lemonade, but I really do enjoy pink watermelon. It pairs with a bunch of things. And I tell you that all that love came from this candle. This came out this spring of 2021 and it was a standout candle. It stood out with sweet carrot cake and wild berry jam donut. What a time to be alive when these candles were all in Bath & Body Works. We were in there buying a ton, not realizing that the prices were going up and all the changes that were going to be made. But this was before the candle lids and the fishy lids and all the things. Like, just back when, you know, it was so innocent to be a Bath & Body Works lover. I'm kidding you guys. But this is a really good candle. And I'm so glad I backed it up. I backed it up. I have like 4 of them. And I'm super happy with that because now I can burn them one at a time over time and have them forever. Okay, so one more makeup item. This is the lipstick I wear almost every day. This is the Huda Beauty Power Matte in Payday. I thought it was Joy, right? This is Payday. It's the one I'm wearing today. I really love this color. It's a super dark, like kind of a vampy nude. Most of her lips in this line are a nude color. So she's got some light ones, some cool tone, some warm tone. But this is my favorite by far. And I wear it almost every day. I'm wearing it today. And I just absolutely love this. This is the most comfortable lipstick for being a matte lipstick. I'm always surprised to say that because I feel like it's like a lip gloss. It's so comfortable, pigmented, and it stays on my lips all day. That's really all I have to say about that. Okay, the next thing is my last scent that I just fell in love with, just took my heart this year, was Sunrise Woods. And like I said, these probably all came in, I didn't even look back. These all came pretty close to the top of my top 20 scents of the year. But this was for the reason that I just love smelling this scent. This is notes of creamy sandalwood, sweet berry, and cozy cashmere. Again, it's different from like Fireside Flurries, but it's in the same vein where it has a little bit of that cashmere. I think I just really love the way that smells on me. This has got more of like a sweet berry, where like, you know, like sweet whiskey. I like that in the fall specifically, but oh man, I love this scent. I love this in all forms. It is on the 75% off tables right now, so run, don't walk. If you haven't tried this scent yet and you like sweet berries, sandalwood, or cashmere, you would really like this scent. I would like to see this come out in a candle next year, actually. I really think this would be a great home fragrance. It didn't to my knowledge, but I really, really enjoyed it. And that leaves my very last favorite. I have to talk about Dossier. So like I've said in a few videos, my perfume game has certainly gone up since I met Dossier. I was able to actually get to work with them a little bit this year, which was really fun, but I've purchased probably just as much as I got to review. So I got to review a few scents for you all over the year, which was really fun. But then there's a few scents that when I started looking into perfumes, and I was like, ooh, I really want to try a Kilian perfume, but I can't afford the Kilian price right now. So that's where this came in. So again, it's kind of a 2-for-1 again, because Dossier perfumes really were a big part of my 2021. I got to try so many scents that were on my loves or my wish list, but I just, you know, didn't have that $100 for a 1 ounce. These are 1.7 ounces, and this one is Floriental Marshmallow, which again is the Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. And I got to try this from both Alt and Dossier this year, not from Kilian, which it's on my list to do at some point, but this has notes of marshmallow, neroli, bergamot, orange blossom, honeysuckle, jasmine, orris, and amber, vanilla, and musk. All on your bottle. This bottle is super sleek. I love the cap. Again, this is not, they don't know I'm even including this in my video. I worked with them in the past, but I will talk to you guys and tell you all about products I really, really believe in. I really, really like this brand. I've bought some for Aaron, like the men's set or the unisex scents. And most of the fragrance reviewers that I trust do speak highly of Dossier. So I will leave their link down below. Also, I don't have a code, but you can save money if you use someone's code. I know probably Tina Marie has a code in her description box. Just Kayla Michelle has a code in hers. The Santa Maria probably has a code. Mine, I only worked for a short time, which is totally fine. But go to one of them and use their code, because again, these fragrances are $29, but you can get additional savings. And from what I'm hearing from most reviewers that have got to try the authentic scent, there's no difference. Why pay that price if you can get it for cheaper? So I really, really love this one. So Floriental Marshmallow is my #1 favorite item of the year. It will probably end up in December favorites, because if I liked a product this month, they probably didn't end up in my yearly favorites, but this one absolutely will. So spoiler alert if you don't want to watch both. But we'll be wrapping up the year with that probably for New Year's Eve, I'm thinking. But this has been a year of trying a lot of things that I've absolutely loved. And so I definitely wanted to just kind of like put it on my channel so I can look back next year and say, oh yeah, I really hope I'm still using all these things. And that's kind of interesting part of YouTube, is you can look back and say, oh yeah, I used to love this and I haven't touched it since that video. That'll make me mad, but that's not gonna happen. But again, I know this video is super long, so I'm gonna cut it off right here and just say thank you if you watch this point. You know, put Floriental Marshmallow in the comments. I've been doing that lately because it's fun to see who watches all the way to this point. It's a long video, but let me know down below what your absolute favorite things of the year have been. I would like to know. And until next time, friends, thank you, and I will see you in a video tomorrow. Bye.